That is so, so, so good.
It's just better in Ireland.
Super strong.
That's what we were looking for. Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today we are here in Belfast and we are going to try some food from Northern Ireland.
We're super excited to be in Belfast. We've never been here before and we're super hungry. We're going to try and eat everything we see, and we're mostly going to try and eat just items and dishes from the Ulster region, so from Northern Ireland. But of course we are in Ireland after all, so some of the things we're going to eat are just going to be general Irish food. We're so excited, we're so hungry, and we're going to start with some local breakfast.
Of course, the best way to start off the food tour is breakfast. So what we have here is called an Ulster fry. Now, of course, you can have fry-ups all over the UK, and we have had them all over the UK, but this one is particular to Ireland. So what makes it an Ulster fry is that it actually comes with both soda bread and potato bread as well. You don't normally get those when you're elsewhere in the UK, in England, or maybe in Scotland. Each place in the UK does it a little bit different. So we've never even had soda bread or potato bread before, so we're extremely excited to try this. It also comes with sausage, bacon, tomato, mushrooms, of course, a nice runny egg, a hash brown, and also a pancake, which obviously is not the most traditional, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious. All right, let's try this. Oh yeah. Obviously the egg, delicious and runny. The soda bread does have that like kind of powdery baking soda taste at the back of my throat. But it's also nice and crispy and very soft as well. It's very good.
So the place we're at is called Maggy Mays Belfast Cafe. I think it's one of the most popular cafes in Belfast and it's been around since 1995. It's a family-owned business and basically they just want to bring home-cooked food to the people. I think I'm going to get some of the potato bread with the ketchup, maybe the sausage. That's a good sausage. It's very snappy.
Just how we like it.
Yeah, let me just try it with potato bread on its own. I like that a lot. And the soda bread. So soft and like so nicely like fried or toasted or whatever. That's so good. From what I understand, you only get the potato bread and the soda bread in Northern Ireland. Once you cross the border to the Republic of Ireland, they don't really put that on their breakfast anymore. So this is very unique, very special, I like it. Maybe it's my favorite kind of fry-up with those two things.
As I mentioned earlier, we've had so many different types of fry-ups, but we've never had white pudding. And I guess what? White pudding is just black pudding, but without the blood. It still has all the oats and herbs and spices and everything like that, but none of the blood. Very crunchy, savory, delicious. Has the same herbs and taste as a blood pudding, but there's no irony aftertaste, obviously, because there's no blood. I'm also going to try the bacon. So salty, so fatty, so delicious. This is such a good way to start a morning, man. I love fry-ups. They're so good, man.
Let's try the pancake. I don't know, like if it's savory, because it's not like you get any syrup with it.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a tiny bit sweet, the pancake. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to eat this because like we didn't get any butter or anything with it. But I guess it's going to work well with the egg and everything. Another breakfast item we got is the Belfast breakfast bap, which is a roll with a bunch of things that go in the breakfast, like an egg, black pudding, bacon, sausage, and I think a lot of times you also can have a hash brown, and it's humongous. I guess in other parts of the UK they call it a butty, but we're still not 100% sure what these differences are and stuff.
This is going to be messy.
I have no idea how I'm going to eat this. The egg is coming out. It's already. Okay. I got nothing. I got some bacon. Bacon is good. So I assembled myself a bite and I even put a bit of hash brown on top.
She still can't put it in the mouth.
The black pudding is really delicious. Yeah, this is really, really good. I have no idea how people eat this, especially when they're out and about, but I think I would go with the normal Ulster fry-up though, because I really love the soda bread. I'm like in love with that.
Unlike Anya, I'm not going to be a wimp and rip off a piece and bite this. I'm going to dislocate my jaw if I have to get my mouth around this thing. I feel like you need to like smush this down a little bit to actually get it all around your mouth. All right, let's see. I think I got it all. I actually think I managed to get everything in one bite. This is absolutely delicious. It's definitely very savory because you have the salty bacon, you have the salty sausage, and the blood pudding, so it is a very savory dish. But that's why you need that creaminess of the egg. And I think it definitely complements when you have ketchup as well, because the sweetness cuts it a little bit.
Another thing this place is famous for is milkshakes. So we had to get one, and this is humongous. They had all these different options, like I think some banoffee ones and obviously cookies. And we got the chewy one because it has Dime Bar, which is quite a popular like chocolate bar, I guess in the UK, and Germany as well, where I'm from, and toffee crisp and toffee sauce. Let's see. That's so good. It tastes like dime, which it should. But it's like so delicious. It has little chunks in it. I don't know if we can finish this because it's so big, but this is divine. Definitely if you come here, you should get a milkshake. This was a perfect start to our Belfast food tour. So delicious. And what's really cool about this place is that they actually have a really extensive vegan and veggie breakfast menu as well. It's as big as the normal one. So if you don't eat meat, you can still come here and enjoy a traditional breakfast.
Well, that is it for this stop, so let's head to the next one.
Let's go. We came to Darcy's Belfast for a few more items, and I'm gonna have some more soda bread as a starter. And this is covered in cheese and garlic, and it looks so delicious, and it smells delicious. Best garlic bread ever. The soda bread is so soft, and the garlic and the cheese is just divine.
Irish garlic bread, how can you go wrong? Man. I mean, garlic bread is already one of the best things in the world, but this is incredible. So soft, so garlicky, so cheesy. Absolutely perfect way to start this meal. This is probably the thing I'm most excited for this whole food tour because I absolutely love lamb, and lamb shank especially is one of the best cuts of meat. We don't really eat lamb so much in Canada, so whenever I can have it, I will always choose it on a menu. We've had it in Greece, we've had it in New Zealand, we've had it all over the world, but if you come to Ireland, you have to have lamb. It's one of the main things. Let's try it. This is probably the poshest presentation of it that I've ever seen. It has like these little spreads. It's covered with gravy, mashed potatoes. Oh my Lord. It's probably the most expensive thing that we'll have today, but my God, is that good. So tender, so salty, so savory, so amazing. Man, that is absolutely perfect.
That is so good. It just falls apart in your mouth. The mash is really nice as well. And the gravy, this is just perfect. And I have a seafood chowder here, and it is packed with all these different seafoods, like these humongous prawns, fish, potatoes, carrots, there's mussels, and it smells so good. It looks so creamy. Let's try it. Let's get some fish. That is the best seafood chowder I've ever had. That is so good.
Don't tell Fran.
Yeah, the other one was at Brandon's dad's house actually, but this is the best one now. This is so good, so creamy. It tastes so, well, fishy, but in a good way. And it comes with a slice of bread with butter. I don't know if this is soda bread as well. So good.
Obviously, I'm from the east coast of Canada. I know fish, I know seafood. I grew up with it. I even grew up with seafood chowder. As Auntie said, Fran makes a mean seafood chowder. Last time we had it with lobsters and scallops and all these things, but this looks like a pretty good runner-up. I'm gonna try it with one of these prawns. I see another big one there too. Sorry, Fran, but this is probably the best one we've ever had. It is so good. There's so much seafood in it. There's these massive chunks. Yeah, this is absolutely delicious. And you have to have some fresh seafood when you come to Ireland as well. I mean, it is an island after all. The next item on our list is a Belfast pastie. So basically what this is this cylindrical, deep-fried mushed up mix of vegetables. This one has potato and onion. Apparently you can get them also filled with meat. We wanted to get this one because it's meant to be pink inside, which is apparently very traditional. If we're being honest, we actually already had this earlier during our trip, but we couldn't find the bright pink pasty that we were looking for. The one that we had was just some pale gray kind of color, and it didn't satisfy. That's not what we wanted. We wanted this bright pink one here. So we went to Maggy Mays again. We went to their chippie this time, and we got exactly what we were looking for. We put ketchup on top, and we got it in a bop. You can also eat it on its own, or you can get it as a full meal with chips as well. So let's just shut up and try this. Whoa. Oh. That's what we were looking for. Super crispy, super savory. It's basically just this big deep fried pile of mush on the inside. But it's got obviously a nice starchy potato flavor. You taste the onions a little bit. The sweetness of the ketchup pairs really well with it. And basically the batter is the same kind of batter that you get on your fish and chips. That's what it tastes like. But yeah, this is absolutely delicious. This would be like a perfect late night drunken snack.
I'm super excited that this is pink because this is exactly how the photos are online. Yum. This is so crispy. The batter is phenomenal and goes very well with the ketchup. This tastes very, very oniony, potatoey. I guess they use food coloring for the pink, but yeah, this is yummy.
Maybe somebody can tell us why it's pink, why
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Really, really good, and it really works well with the bap. Now we're going to take a quick break for some drinks, and we're going to go to the pub called the Duke of York. And I think it's one of the very famous pubs in Belfast.
It looks pretty cool, so let's go get a drink.
Let's go.
So of course you can't come to Ireland, Northern Ireland, without having a Guinness. Although, obviously this is from Dublin. We still had to get one more here in Northern Ireland, because why not? So, cheers, or sláinte. It's just better in Ireland. So smooth, so creamy, hints of chocolate and coffee. I absolutely love Guinness. I don't drink it that much in my everyday life, but it is amazing, and especially when you're here in Northern Ireland, in Belfast, perfect.
I don't really like Guinness that much, but let's see if it is truly better in Ireland. I don't know, but it's so weird. Like, it tastes like cold coffee to me. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you gave this to me, because I don't drink coffee, if you gave this to me and told me like this is a cold brew or something with cream on top, I feel like I would probably believe you. But I got an Irish lager, which is called Harp. And I think it's made by Guinness as well. I read that you can't really get it that often in Ireland, like the Republic of Ireland, but here it's super popular. So creamy on top too. I like that. We are at the moment at a bar called the Duke of York, and it's super cool. You can see it yourself. It looks crazy. Apparently it has been around for 200 years and was blown up once in 1972, I think, by accident, by terrorists, and they had to rebuild it.
I don't actually know that I've ever had Harp before, but as Ani said, it's made by Guinness. Clearly, it has the same Harp logo, which, I mean, I guess Ani doesn't really recognize because she doesn't like Guinness, but yeah, I don't think I've ever had it. Just a nice, crisp, clean lager. And as she said, this place is amazing. It is so kitschy. We've got all sorts of posters everywhere, little knickknacks, and all this different Guinness memorabilia from all sorts of different times. It seems like there's things maybe back from the 30s and the 40s, and that makes this place undeniably charming. I absolutely love it. As soon as we walked in, I was just like, this place is amazing. So yeah.
The street outside is...
And the street, this whole area in general, Belfast in general, is absolutely amazing. We've fallen in love with it already. I feel like unless you don't drink alcohol at all, it would be absolutely crazy to come to Ireland, Northern Ireland, and not drink some local whiskey. So that is exactly what we are doing. And right now, we're at a place called The Friend at Hand, which has this massive collection of whiskeys. I guess where we are right now is actually kind of a museum of whiskey. Now this is actually their own whiskey, so you know it's local. It's a 13-year-old Irish whiskey, and
Only get it in the shop.
yeah, and you can only get it in this shop. Whiskey is my drink of choice if I can't have beer or something like that. For hard liquor, whiskey is my absolute favorite, so I cannot wait to try this. The guy at the front was nice enough to invite us back here and gave us permission to film here as well, so thank you to that guy. He was very, very nice. All right, I can't wait for this. Oh, yes, let's try this out. Oh, strong, but absolutely delicious. Very smooth. It has like this almost like sweet caramel kind of aftertaste. That is a really good whiskey. I'm absolutely glad that we came in here. This is an amazing place, and just look at it. Like, so cool. You definitely feel like you're in Northern Ireland when you're in this place.
This has 46%, so it's super, super strong. I'm scared. Super strong. It's very good though. I actually think it's a good deal for this bottle because it's so strong.
What was it, 6 pounds, right?
6 pounds, yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna call it delicious because I'm not, that's what I usually say. You should definitely have some whiskey when you come to Northern Ireland, and you should come to the shop because you shouldn't miss out on this museum. So definitely come here, buy something and have a look around.
One thing we love about Belfast and Ireland in general is that English is spoken here, so communication is luckily not an issue. However, after having traveled to over 50 countries, we know it's not always that easy. We often get asked if we try to learn the local language when we visit a new place, and the answer is yes. Yes, we try to learn at least a little bit. In 2021, we moved to Spain, where we lived for over a year, and believe it or not, English is not widely spoken there, so we had to really commit and try to learn some Spanish in order to get by. The number one thing that helped us learn the language was watching movies and TV shows in Spanish, and to make it even easier, we recently started using a language learning platform called Lingopie. Lingopie is a web-based software that teaches languages through immersion using movies, TV shows, and music videos. Learning a new language can be overwhelming sometimes, but when using your favorite TV show as a tool, the experience becomes much more convenient and enjoyable. Lingopie currently offers 10 different languages, including French, Spanish, German, and even Japanese and Korean. I speak from experience because, being German, English is obviously my second language, and one of the main reasons I'm able to stand here talking to you today is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yes, Buffy taught me English many years ago when I was a teenager. Back then it was quite difficult because I had to pause my DVD player, rewind, change the subtitles back and forth, and look up words in my little dictionary, and it was so tedious. I wish I would have had Lingopie back then because it's so much easier now. Lingopie offers some really cool features. For example, you can slow down the dialogue for better understanding, which is really useful when learning Spanish. You can also click on individual words, create flashcards, and quiz yourself afterwards.
En casa. Una hipoteca.
With Lingopie, it doesn't feel like you are studying because the platform provides a fun, entertaining, cultural experience. This is an absolute game changer for travel. We believe as a traveler, you should always try to learn a little bit of the local language because it enhances the travel experience so much. Make sure to check out the link in the description box for a free Lingopie trial.
We're gonna take a quick break to eat some Northern Irish snacks. You can't come to Belfast or Northern Ireland and not see Tato in all the shops. It's a brand here that has a factory, I think, around Belfast or in Belfast. And it was founded in 1954 by Joe Murphy. I think it might be owned by a German company now, but there's all these different flavors and we chose a few. I have beef and onion here. My friend who used to live in Northern Ireland, I think, said that this was her favorite. Apparently this is also vegetarian, although it's beef flavored.
I know, it makes no sense.
These look like normal potato chips. Crisps. Very salty. Pretty good, but I don't know if I taste beef and onion.
Probably because there's no beef.
Pretty good crisp. I think they're quite similar to like Lay's or Walker's. That's what it's called here. Yeah, pretty yummy. We got a different type, which is called spirals, and those are salt and vinegar flavor. It's usually not my favorite. Ooh, these look like little pasta.
Fusilli?
Fusilli, yeah. Ooh, it smells like vinegar.
It should.
Very sour. I actually like these, and I really like the consistency. It's like completely different. Yeah, I like this.
I have 2 additional flavors. I have cheese and onion and Worcester, which I'm assuming is Worcestershire sauce. So I don't know what the most typical or most popular flavor is.
Onion was the first one.
Yeah, so people in the comments, Northern Irish people, let us know what is your favorite. I'm gonna try this cheese and onion one first. Cheese and onion seems like a very popular flavor in the UK in general. We've definitely had this flavor before. It's not really a flavor that you find in Canada so often. I would say that this one is the one I'm most excited for because this is a flavor that I really enjoy, and I'm not going to try to pronounce it again and make an ass of myself. The Worcester is the winner for me. It has that nice tang and vinegary kick that you would expect from a Worcestershire kind of crisp. So I really, really enjoy that one. We also have another snack slash drink that is very popular here in Belfast, so let's get to that one. So we actually came across this drink completely by accident. We were just in this random convenience store and we saw this brand, Maine, and we had never heard of it before. So we did a little bit of Googling just to check, and we found out that this is from Northern Ireland. Apparently this is a very nostalgic thing for people from this region. Even the guy in the shop told us that they used to come to your house and deliver it in bottles, like milk or something like that. I've never heard of something like that in my life, but we had to try it as soon as he told us that. They come in a bunch of different kind of flavors. I'm not really sure what the original flavor was. We couldn't even find out, but I had to go into Reddit to see what the most popular flavors were because we didn't really know what to choose. First one we have here is pineapple. Now this is the one that the guy at the store specifically recommended. He said this is his favorite. And apparently this company has been around since the 1940s, 1949. So pretty interesting. All right, pineapple Maine soda. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's really good. It definitely does have that sweet, syrupy pineapple taste with also an acidity to it that you would expect with a pineapple flavor. Yeah, this is really good soda.
Very pineapple-y, like kind of like pineapple juice from a can with sparkling water. Somebody on Reddit said this tastes like poison, but they're wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy just said the green one is the only one worth trying. So let's see if he's right. So the other flavor, the green one, is cloudy lime.
Just like the guy said, this was one of the most popular flavors that people recommended on Reddit. The other one was brown lemonade. Which
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like Coca-Cola. I would like to try that. Or at least I assume that.
Is it like Mountain Dew or something?
I know, like that's why I'm trying to, I mean, you'll know better because Mountain Dew is from North America. Very limey, just like lime soda, it's delicious. Yeah, better than the pineapple. I have to agree with the guy.
Completely. Anya just compared it to drinking like a lime popsicle or freezy, what do they call it in the UK? Ice lolly? That's what it tastes like, a melted down ice lolly, lime flavor. Yeah, that's really good. I feel like this would be a good mixer for like vodka. Yeah. Is that what people do here? Let me know in the comments.
So we're actually in the future now, a few days later, and we figured out that the brown lemonade is actually not like Coke, I don't think at least. I think it's just lemonade. I don't know what that means with brown sugar. Brown soda or brown lemonade is quite popular in Northern Ireland just in general, not just this brand.
This was the #1 suggested flavor on Reddit, so let's try this one and see.
Tastes like ginger ale to me.
Really?
Yeah, kind of, I think. You probably know better because we don't have ginger ale in Germany. It's good though. I think maybe my favorite.
This definitely does not have ginger on the ingredients, so I think Anya's probably just crazy. No, she's right. It does taste like ginger ale. It does not say ginger, but it totally reminds me of ginger ale back home in Canada. Yeah, it says that it's caramel lemonade, so I don't know what that quite means. I don't know what the flavor even is supposed to be, but it's good. Maybe the #1, I think.
We came to our next spot to try the next dish, and we're at the Crown Liquor Saloon, which apparently has history since the 1880s, and it looks super old and super old school, even on the outside. Right now we're in the dining room, but downstairs it just takes you back into an old pub from hundreds of years ago. All the decoration and tiles on the wall, and I think there's like stained glass, things like that. It looks pretty awesome. And right here we have an Irish stew. And of course, if you come to Ireland, you have to have an Irish stew. This one has lamb shoulder, carrots, onions, potatoes, and it comes with wheaten soda bread. And wheaten bread is also something super Irish. There's huge chunks of meat and potato, and it's so thick. You don't even need to eat the meat. Just the like gravy or soup, whatever stew, it tastes like lamb, so lamby. It's delicious. If you love lamb, then you'll love this. Let's try the bread. The butter, it's so salty. And the bread is so chewy. It's kind of similar to the other soda bread we had for breakfast. Yum, yum, yum.
Perfectly paired with a Guinness here. I'm very excited to try this Irish stew. If it's anything like the lamb shank that we had earlier today in this video, it's gonna be amazing. Oh, you're right, there's massive chunks of lamb in here. Oh, that is so good. The lamb is so tender. And with the Guinness, it is so delicious. We also ordered this with a side of champ, which is basically just a Northern Irish version of mashed potatoes. It's made with milk, butter, but what makes it champ, I guess, are these scallions that it's cooked with. So this seems like it would be a very great pairing for an Irish stew. And I mean, we love mashed potatoes, so how can this not be good? You have a little bit of that green onion scallion taste, but let me mix it together. That is amazing. Honestly, when you mix the champ with the Irish stew, it reminds me of a shepherd's pie, which also is amazing. Yeah, this is absolutely delicious. When you come to Ireland, Northern Ireland, you have to get an Irish stew.
Yeah, that's good mashed potatoes. I really like the scallions. In the Republic of Ireland, they have a version called Kilcannon, and they use kale or cabbage. This one's specifically from Northern Ireland, and apparently it used to be tradition to make champ out of the first potatoes that were harvested. Since I don't like Guinness that much, I got a beer, and I think it's made by this pub. I don't know if this is a chain. I think this is owned by Nicholson's Pubs or something. Let's try it. I feel like the beer here all tastes kind of flat, kind of like Guinness. I don't know. It's good. And the foam is always creamy. Very unique. Like it.
Now this may sound crazy because we're in Ireland. We came to a place called Flout, which specializes in pizza. It is this massive viral place. It's only open a couple days a week for a couple hours. They sell Detroit-style pizza, and the menu changes every single day. It actually had an article written about it in New York Times and everything. And I've seen a couple videos where people tried this, and it looks incredible. So we had to make a stop here. We got 4 different types of pizza, including the Detroit style. We got one that is on focaccia, and we got a regular slice as well. What I have here is the Spicy King. It's topped with hot honey and Parmesan. It looks incredible. As you can see, Detroit style, burnt cheese all along the sides. It looks amazing. Oh my God. Do you hear that crunch? There were a lot of claims being made online that this is some of the best pizza in the world. And I'm sorry, but even just taking this one bite, I already have to agree. This is freaking incredible, no joke. The bottom is so crispy, it is so cheesy. The pepperoni has a little bit of a kick. That hot honey on top adds this nice sweetness to it. This is freaking amazing.
Whenever you come here, there's a crazy long line here. We were here 25 minutes before they opened, and there was already a line, and now it's even longer. And they're only open for 3 hours usually, I think. So it's a very unique and exclusive kind of place. And look at this. We got a normal, like circular pizza with Guinness and rarebit, which sounds amazing. It smells amazing. Let's see. That is some good pizza. I got a big slice of potato, which is quite nice. The sauce is really nice. Cheese, yummy.
Tastes like Guinness?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not a Guinness expert, but it's delicious. And they also have this ranch that they make. That's good ranch. There's really, really good pizza in the world. I don't know if it's the best in the world, but it's probably amongst the top 10, 5, I don't know. It's definitely at the top. They didn't lie.
This one is a whipped ricotta and lemon, and it's on more of a focaccia style bread. This is super unique, super crunchy. The whipped ricotta with lemon almost reminds me of something that would be on a dessert, but it really works even in the savory form on this pizza. And man, this pizza is so crispy.
This ricotta and lemon one is so good. I think this one so far is the winner for me. But we have another one, and this one is the vodka sausage. And it's also a Detroit kind of style one, and it has like a corner that is completely like melted cheese. Looks so good. Let's see. So crispy. That sausage is so good. It's so flavorful and like spiced. I really think these Detroit ones are the best. Like they're the winner for me. I love how crispy they are, cheesy, and you can tell how high quality these are. If you live in Belfast, you should definitely come here. And if you're a tourist and you have time, you should also come here because it's delicious. For the next item, we came to Aunt Sandra's candy factory. It looks super cute inside. There's all these little candy jars, and they make homemade candy, homemade chocolate, homemade fudge, everything in there. It seems like this old school store. Apparently they opened in 1953. They've been making candy ever since. And we got this item, which is called Yellowman. And this is specifically a candy from the Ulster region, from Northern Ireland. It's made out of honeycomb. The ingredients are sugar, glucose syrup, vanilla flavoring, and yellow coloring. It smells really good. I don't know how I'm gonna eat it and if it's gonna take me forever because it's supposed to be super chewy. Super hard. I think I have to suck it.
Super hard, I think I have to suck it.
I guess it's more like a hard candy. And now I can bite on it and then it comes with chewy.
When I was looking up things to try in the Ulster region, this was one of the main things that showed up because it seems very specific to here and maybe even Belfast in particular. As soon as I saw the shop, I was like, we have to come here. It is, as Anya said, super retro. It is so cute. It's also almost Easter at this point, so there are Easter decorations everywhere. The whole window outside is painted with Easter stuff as well, so it's very, very cute. And as Anya said, they also make their own fudge, and they had a bunch of very unique kind of flavors. They did have some traditional soft Belfast fudge. They had hard fudge. They also had a chocolate made with cheese and onion potato chips. And I'm sure if you've already watched our video, you saw us try some potato chips earlier. I'm excited to try this. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely a candy that I feel like you need to suck on for a while and let it dissolve in your mouth. It's very, very sweet. I get a taste of vanilla for sure. That's one of the only ingredients on this package. So this definitely seems like a very traditional old school sweet, and I'm glad that we tried it. So of course you can't have a food tour without some sort of dessert. We went to a place called Rhiannon's Cakes and Bakes, which has all types of different desserts. They have brownies, they have blondies, they have cakes, they have cookies, they have everything. But we were there for one particular kind of item, and that is this, a tray bake. So we even asked the woman, what is a tray bake? What makes a tray bake? And it seems like it's kind of any kind of dessert baked in a tray that is cut and served in a square kind of form. We came for one particular item, but we got a couple other things as well. And that first item is called a 15. Now apparently it gets the name 15 because it's meant to have 15 marshmallows, 15 digestive biscuits or cookies inside, and usually 15 sweet glazed cherries. But I think you can get all different types of 15s. The one that we got was a custard cream 15. So I'm not sure what this is gonna be like. Never had them in my life, never even heard of them, but it looks really good. Looks like it has little coconut flakes on top and of course a bunch of marshmallows. Let's see. That is so good. That is incredibly sweet. It almost tastes like eating a bunch of cookie dough. I guess it is because it's a bunch of blended up cookies, and the moisture of it being blended up with butter or whatever kind of almost reverse baked it, and now it feels like cookie dough. This is absolutely delicious. I can't wait to try some of these other ones, but we'll let Anya have a turn now.
I think this has like huge chunks of white chocolate. It does. Yeah, it tastes like kind of unbaked almost, like it's delicious.
It is unbaked, technically.
Or is it? So yeah, because this is not really a tray bake, I guess.
It's considered the quintessential tray bake, even though it's not baked in a tray, basically.
That is so weird. But yeah, tray bakes are basically super popular in Northern Ireland. And I'm wondering, if you're from here, what is the one that you usually pick? Because they had so many choices. They had Snickers, they had Easter ones, they had fruit ones, they had everything, nuts. And so we did get one. It was called, what, peanut stack?
It looks so good.
It looks just like peanut butter and brownie, which sounds amazing. That's what it is. I don't know how you can eat this, like a whole thing. I feel like you have to share this between like...
The family?
Yeah, that's delicious though. If you like love peanut butter, then this will be your favorite.
Brownies are probably one of my favorite desserts. I am obsessed with peanut butter, so this seems like the perfect combination for me. Wow, this whole layer tastes like somebody scraped out the inside of like a dozen Reese's and just slammed it in here between a brownie and a layer of chocolate kind of ganache, and that is perfect. That is so good. But we do have one more dessert. This one is, I guess, raspberry blondie with lemon, and this looks absolutely amazing. Oh, it smells so good too. I mean, maybe it's crazy to say this, but this seems like it's gonna be the least sweet of all of them, even though it's a blondie. I don't know, let's see. Anya picked this one, and I have to admit, I doubted her choice a little bit, but this is incredible. The lemon is so strong with this, and you have that tartness of the raspberries as well. It's definitely still really, really sweet. All of these are very sweet, but it is perfect. I don't know, man. It's impossible to choose for me which one I like the most, but I can't choose. I honestly can't choose. They're all so good.
This is like so gooey. It almost also feels unbaked, so just like baked for a second. It's so delicious and lemony and raspberry. I think this is 100% my favorite. I could eat the whole thing. I couldn't eat the other ones. Yeah. They're too sweet. And this bakery is right next to the Botanics, which is really nice, especially because the sun is out, even though it's only out for a second. Let us know if we missed any Northern Irish or just Irish sweets, because we only tried 2. So let us know if there's any other ones that you love to eat and that we should eat in the future. This is the end of the video. We loved everything we ate in this food tour. We're so stuffed, but there was not one thing that we didn't enjoy. And I must say, I'm quite surprised by Belfast because there's so much amazing food here and we haven't even scratched the surface, so we have to come back.
Exactly. But if you like this video, please give it a like, write us a comment, and by far the most important thing is to hit that subscribe button. But for now, that is it, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Bye.